Stop letting people pick your brain. Today's episode, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why you should decline the offer of someone trying to siphon your wisdom. Welcome to the Kingdom Confidence Podcast. I am your host, Coach Jesse Cole. I am your Kingdom Confidence Coach. Today, we're talking about the 3 reasons why you should decline the offer of someone trying to pick your brain. Now, that whole phrase, can I pick your brain? That question, can I pick your brain? If you are someone with any kind of influence or any kind of authority, people are going to ask you for your wisdom. That's just how it is. You maybe you're successful in a specific area in the marketplace, successful in a specific area in ministry, and people who are coming up or people who want to better themselves, you're going to get this question all the time. Hey, can I pick your brain? But to me, that sounds painful. That sounds painful for somebody to pick your brain. And so what I've learned over the years is to filter that question through these 3 different pillars. I'm going to share them with you today. I'm on today's podcast. So number 1, if somebody asks you, can they pick your brain? I want you to really ask yourself, has this person demonstrated that they are serious about what they're asking for? Now, sometimes you don't have the time to do the research on a person. It might be sometime in a moment, but there are questions you can ask them to determine if they're serious about what they're asking you about. If they're not serious about demonstrating, or if they haven't demonstrated already some kind of proficiency or some kind of action in the area that they're asking you about, I would say decline that offer. Oftentimes people want you to do the work for them. They want you to do the work for them. You spent years, in most cases, decades, learning a specific skill, investing in yourself, hundreds of thousands of dollars to get to where you are right now. You've put in the work. You put in the work, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the frustration, the ups and downs, time away from your family, all of these different things you've done to exercise, to demonstrate that you are serious about what you're doing. And then somebody comes along and says, hey, can I pick your brain? And they haven't even picked up a book or watched a podcast or read a blog or watched a video or anything. They just see you as an expert, as an authority, and they want to get their questions off. If that's the case, I would encourage you wisely to decline that offer. Because if they haven't already began doing the work in some capacity, it doesn't mean that they're going to be, high level yet. Maybe they're at a place where they're just starting off, but even if you're just starting off, you should be able to demonstrate that you are serious about what you're asking for. If that hasn't happened, decline that offer. Don't waste your time. All right? That's one way. That's one reason out of the 3 for declining the offer. Number 2, if they haven't invested in themselves, if they haven't invested in your product or your services or your webinar or your free podcast or an ebook or gone to your website and got on your email list or read your book, if you have one, if they haven't invested at the lower level, that is proof that they're not serious about demonstrating effectiveness and excellence in the area that they want to ask you about. Anybody that I've wanted to talk to, before I even reached out to them, I've went and done some research on them. Not just because of the information, but I want to see who they are as people. Because if I'm picking your brain, that means in most cases, maybe we might be sharing a meal, or I'm taking up your time, 5, 10, 15 minutes of your time. I want to be able to relate to the person, not just the information. I have 2 mentors now that before I even reached out to them, I read their books. I became a part of their community. I listened to their podcast. I asked other people that knew them about them before I even approached them to get inside their world, right? And so anybody who asks to pick your brain, who is unwilling to invest even at the lowest level, like a free ebook or listen to a free podcast or watch a free video teaching or buy a $10, $15, $20 book before they come to you, anybody who hasn't demonstrated that, they're not serious about the information that they're asking you about. All right. That's number two. So number one was if they haven't demonstrated that they're serious. Number two, if they haven't invested in what you already have out in the marketplace, I would say decline that offer. And number three, you have to watch out for this because you have some people who have ulterior motives. So use discernment in this area. Some people just want to get next to you. I'm not saying that you're all high and mighty, that you're the super person, right? But some people want to get next to you for specific reasons. Maybe they want to get a photo op and they want to share it online to try to get some clout. I had somebody, this is at the beginning of my coaching business, when I was meeting people at Panera Bread because I didn't have anywhere to meet them, right? And so I met somebody at a Panera Bread one time they said they were interested in, becoming a client. So I said, okay, well, I'll put you on my calendar. I'll give you an hour at Panera Bread. Before we even started the discovery session, they put out their phone and said, hey, can I get a picture? A picture of what? What do you want to get a picture of? What do you want to get a picture of, right? And so some people have ulterior motives. They want to get a photo op, or they want to stand next to you for clout, or, they want to know a little bit more about you so they can say, hey, yeah, I know this person. I know Jesse. I just had a meeting with them. They're trying to leverage that meeting or that pick your brain session as a way to position them as an authority in their space. And so you have to make sure that you're not being used as somebody else's reference who has not demonstrated that they're serious, has not invested already in what you already offer at the free level, and they just want to get next to you. Again, we try to work through humility. We part of our kingdom identity is grace. So we're not working out of pride. We're just not throwing our pearls to swine. And we have to guard our hearts as well. So I want you to understand how important it is, how valuable you are in the kingdom, that you don't have to give yourself to everybody. You no longer have to say, I'm doing this, because out of the kindness of my heart, right? So you have to understand that everybody is not going to see that as valuable. They're going to use that. Some people are going to try to use that to their advantage and never have any intention on serving the mission that God has given you. I know it sounds hard. I know it sounds harsh, but at the level that you're going to, you have to guard your heart. You have to guard your time. You have to create boundaries to only let in the things that are going to add value to your life. Everybody who's in the kingdom does not operate with kingdom ethics. So you have to make sure that you're not giving your time, your talent, your treasure, your energy to anyone who has ill intent, who's not serious about the information, like using the information, and who has not even invested in what you already have. So those are the three reasons why you should decline when someone says, hey, can I pick your brain? That's lazy. It's a lazy attempt to try to get knowledge versus saying, hey, I'm in this position right now. I've done the work to get me here, but I feel like my next level is right here and something is missing. Can I hop on a call with you? Right there, that demonstrates that they've actually done some work. But even then, you still have an option to decline the offer. So I would say, pray about it, use discernment. Don't feel as if you have to do it just because somebody asked you to do it. Protect your heart, protect your boundaries, protect your space, protect the energy. It's only one of you, and you can't disperse yourself thin, or else you're not going to be any good. All right. Remember, what you want to become depends on your willingness to become it Have a great day.